The rescue mission went over pretty well. A bunch of the things within the town kind of also went over pretty well by the end of the last episode, which was pretty great. We're kind of on the run a little bit here now, but likely I'm assuming things are all going to kind of work themselves out, and we'll probably move into a new chapter, go into somewhere else entirely different, meet a bunch of new people, go on a bit of a journey here together once again, and I'm excited for us to kind of open that up and get into that. So hopefully you guys are as well. If you like it all, to like and subscribe do mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion. Let me come to this episode series. Look at going with Spice and Wolf episode 6. Running through the tunnels. Uh-oh. She hears it. Somebody's down here. Uh-oh. We got some enemies. She was sliding there. Do you have to turn into a hound to fight them here? And your eyes while you're at it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. The transformation. Or she's just gonna howl at them. Pretty good. Well, now they won't catch it. Well done. Great thinking, Hollow. We'll reward you afterwards. Let's get the safety. Yeah. Uh-oh. Looks like they know. Looks like they have an idea. We must have fetched some money. Yeah. Keep showing the hands together. That means don't let go. Not again, right? Oh, yeah, that would hurt. There's a lot of use of, Lawrence, you good, bro? You good, bro? That's not what we were worried about, though. Leaving the path for them. Yeah, it's more assuring when they say the line after they wake up than before they passed out. We're close. I think Lawrence being stabbed was not on my bingo card. Let me just say. I was not expecting that. At any moment in the series was I not expecting that. What are you gonna do, brother? Oh. Oh no, the boy showed up. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't either. Of a very little meeting.
取引の際に好きな銀貨で代金を支払わせることができる。その上、麦に関する関税の撤廃は伯爵とメディオ商会、そして村の人間全員にとって典型だ。お前なら 取引に来る商人に面識があるし、村長も取引を任せている。そして麦の取引は収穫祭の後が最も多い。なあ、積もる話は後にしよう。時間がない。
Don't worry about that later, brother.
そいつをこっちに渡せ。俺たちはそいつを教会に差し出して古い時代と決別する。そいつを渡せばミローネ商会を潰すことができる。その上関税を撤廃できれば、うちの村の麦は莫大な利益を生む。人々は皆豊かになるだろう。
Yeah. You're gonna take that from all of them, huh?
そうだ。重い関税のせいで苦しかったうちの村の麦を買ってくれたお前には村人全員が感謝してるんだ。お前に優先的に麦の買い付けを認めるくらい造作もない。それに俺とお前の付き合いじゃないか。お前の夢だった自分の店もすぐに手に入る。そうすれば俺たちでもっと大きな商売だ。
Yeah, but then I lose somebody who's extremely close to me.
今度は俺がお前の商売を成功させたいんだ。なあ、ロレンス。商人なら損得感情くらいできるだろ。
But there's some things that don't actually have physical value to them, right?
ロレンス。しかし、
There's no way that you
契
can.
約を守ることこそ良き商人の第一歩だ。
I am contracted to return her
拾
home.
ってしまった変な娘は北に帰りたいとご所望だ。俺はその度に同伴する契約を結んじまったからな。契約を保護にすることは俺にはできない。
I'm already contracted, brother. It's not happening.
ならば俺も俺の契約を遂行するまでだ。
Valid.
残念だ。短い付き合いになってしまったな、ロレンス。
Well, if you can cut it off this easy, I guess it wasn't. I guess it wasn't that deep.
男は殺してもいい。
You'll never get that. The blood on your own hands. Hopefully somebody just drops down from above and helps protect us here. The boys. There's no way Lawrence gets out of this alone, right? Thought she was about to do something else. Was this a condition to power up?
ひるむな。あいつは単なる悪魔つきの娘に過ぎない。
Possessed by the devil, but oh my god. Oh, that's pretty.
見ないでくれ。
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, she's like a big old cute dog. I was gonna be like this big ferocious beast. It's cute. It is huge though, holy shit. Imagine having one of these as a pet. You could ride around on it. Would never need a car. Oh my god. Yeah, fuck you too. You should have stomped on him. Just trampled them. Get him, Hollow. Oh yeah, she can't fit on the smaller cracks though. All protect the one you love. Damn. Take the dagger and fucking stab him. Dumb bitch. I was just gonna say, why is it not making any noise when she's coming closer? Eat him. Fuck him.
神はいつもそうだ。いつも理不尽だ。
How are they unfair? Or should he take all the stuff in his pockets too? How does she transition back? You still see her within it? Oh, the wheat. We had to get it.
お前が破いた服いくらすると思ってるんだ。神だろうが何だろうが弁償してもらうぞ。お前が稼いだ銀貨70枚万ドルじゃ足りないんだ。
Her thinking that she needs to separate herself now, but reassurance that it's okay to stay here and be with him.
追いかけてやる。北の森まで追いかけてやるからな。
もしもあの姿が町の人々の目に留まっていたら、支店も本店も避けられていたかもしれません。
Yeah, good thing it was underground.
はい。部下から報告がありまして、巨大な狼がロレンスさんを守って動かないと。それで私が訪れると、そこにはお連れの方のお姿。行き先も告げずに出て行かれましてね。
Did our words not get through to her?
いつ
丸一日も前ですが。
取引はうまくいきましたか。
はい。メディオ商会がもっと
Nice.
欲しがりそうな特権を
Good, good.
無事引き出せました。お連れの方が告発されることはもうありません。
それは良かった。
我々が回収した銀貨は
Damn!
30万7212枚。王はかなり大胆に銀の切り下げを行うようで、側近にて35万枚相当の貨幣で払っていただきました。
Even better. Holy shit.
これは
銀貨にして120枚。それが我
Nice.
々の利益の5分です。
たったそれだけですか。
我々
Well, yeah, it's not not enough to, live life and be free, but it's money.
契約そのものに対する契約手数料。
こんな法外な手数料を。
王に入れ知恵をしたのは御用商人でしょうね。特権を引き渡す代わりに、せめて銀貨買収の
Yeah.
損くらいは取り返そうと。
Makes sense. Unfortunate, though.
予想外の出来事というのは、良い方にも起こります。
Meaning?
メディオ商会はよほど特権が欲しかったと見え
Oh,
ま
they
す。
purchased at a high cost?
価値が下がると分かっている銀貨を集めてもいたのですから、それは負債を抱え込んだのと同じです。確実に儲けが見込める商売がどうしてもやりたかったのでしょう。向こうから即決の値段を提示してきましたよ。
しかも1000枚。
Damn. We have? No fees?
胡椒はありますか。軽いしかさばらないし。
胡椒。
これから冬に向けて肉料理が増えれば値も上がりますから。
Spoken like a true merchant.
教会が商会向けに商売の節度を説く宗教劇なのですがね。とある大金持ちの商人の前に悪魔が出てきて言うのです。ここで最もうまい人間を連れてこい。さもなければお前を食らうと。商人蜂蜜とミルクの香りのする男の子を見つけます。早速その子を悪魔に差し出しますが、男の子が悪魔に言います。一番うまい人間は目の前にいます。来る日も来る日もその声太った魂にたっぷりと香辛料を聞かせた男がねと。
Okay.
いや熱いロレンスさんがこれから胡椒で稼ぐ様を。
Oh, okay. I thought you're just connected.
ような効いた体になりたいものです。
期待しております。こちらとしてもロレンスさんほどの商人とは今後とも良い関係を築きたいで。あなたの名前で請求書が届いてるのですが。
She knows how to write.
銀貨140枚。こんなものを取引した覚えは。
I'm missing something, I think. Or they invoice her to get out of there. So she was trying to leave, and then they invoiced her as the way out, so he's gonna go catch her before she goes. Gotcha. And a bunch of apples. Look how her tail just sits on her lap, nobody notices.
北の森まで取り立てに来られてはかなわぬからな。
Accept it, come on. We're in this together.
帰るのは借りを返してからじゃ。
当たり前だ。
狼と香辛料。
We title dropped. Holy shit. Wow, that was really quick. This is a really sweet episode. Everything comes to an end here. I don't know why I thought that was going to be pretty easy and then we were going to transition, but the entire episode focuses around that, and now the arc really comes to an end, and now we can move forward, which I think is great. And it's pretty sweet because it's a nice thing where we get to see Hollow kind of move from her past a little bit, right? We get to see her move a bit forward. Something that she was always so hung up on, you know, the way that other people kind of see her, and her actually having to enter into that form that she knows so many people become so terrified and afraid of her and think of her like this monster and all this stuff. Just for us to see at the end that somebody like Lawrence doesn't want her to go away, right? He ends up chasing after her. He finds her by the back end. He wants her to stay with her, and she gets what she wanted, right? When she wanted him to come down and save him and yell out his name, and she like thought it was, and all that stuff from the last episode, she gets that now, you know, as she's about to be departing, he runs for her, and he's like the prince here in the situation, right? He comes out, he extends his hand, he wants her to kind of return back to him, yelling out her name and everything. It's really sweet. And it all comes forward, and now she gets to see that there is somebody who is accepting of her despite her form and despite the things, you know, that other people say about her and the lack of belief and everything that they have in her, and he firsthand gets to see all this and be fully accepting of that. And I think that's just the sweetest thing, and I actually think that's so awesome. And we also get a transformation of Hollow. She turns into the biggest and cutest dog ever, which is really funny. I was honestly just expecting like this terrifying monster the way that they built her up, but she's literally just an oversized dog. It's really cute. But it is terrifying because it's still fucking massive and stomping on everybody, you know, and can hurt you in an instant. So I guess we shouldn't just strictly call her cute and leave it at that. You know, she definitely can be terrifying. But from us as viewers who get to see the other side of her, it just feels like her whole personality is placed within that. I don't know. I like it. I think it's awesome. The chasing and like running away, I think, is really fun. They do a lot of screen shakes and things to like kind of blur things and make you like feel like the rush of what's kind of going on when people are coming in, and feel the impact like when somebody gets hit or like somebody's like falling or like something's happening. I think it does a good enough job at kind of displaying all of that stuff. The howl coming from Hollow, which is great to scare away all the dogs, spend them all back, and, you know, give her some room here. Wish I could eat some apples. Yeah, you'll fucking get your apples when we're out of here. Don't you worry. You have everything that you want when we get out of here. Getting closed off from multiple corners. It's nice to see that they are smart enough to be able to find them and, you know, go out of their way here a little bit and not just chase them from the back. And they actually have like some sort of plan in mind here, some sort of strategy that they're attempting to form here. Lawrence getting stabbed in this moment was like the last thing I was expecting to happen. Luckily, it's not in like the most vital of places, but it's not what I was expecting, and I think definitely expands my expectations for the world and the things that we're going to encounter. I never once, I mean, I never one time expected this to be the type of series where that was going to occur, where somebody was going to get stabbed, where we're going to be like having these chases and fighting people and like all this stuff was going to happen. I really was not going into it expecting that. So the fact that we are getting stuff like this, it definitely means that in the future we can get more of it, and it can also leave you a little bit more concerned with the consequences of your actions and the things that you actually do. It can definitely be more scary than, you know, you get fined for something or thrown in jail or something. Like there could be a lot worse things that can definitely occur, and I think adds to that scariness almost of like how this is like a real world at the end of the day. Despite us having these different fantasy elements and everything to it, it's still a real world. These are still real people who, you know, get hurt in the process, who still bleed at the end of the day, who can pass out and die. And I think it makes it very apparent. Hollow losing her mind, you know, not wanting him to die here at this point. I also like that he was like, I was just a bit tired, and he says it after the fact that he re-wakes up, because usually they say that and then it's like, oh fuck, he just died. They just say that when they're about to die. That's one of those key lines. So the fact that he says it later, I think is awesome. I also like how when he re-wakes up, he gets the, like, you can tell just looking at him with his eyes and everything about how tired he is in the situation. We end up coming here to a dead end. There's nowhere that we can really go, and we are completely cornered. What is the option? We end up saying, all right, we're gonna attack these people. There's nothing he can really do. Let's be honest. Like, what is Lawrence gonna do in this moment, especially against all these people? And they all have weapons and stuff too. You're probably done for, especially hurt in this situation. Yari shows up and he is like, buddy, let's make a deal. You get Hollow, we give you a bunch of money, and you can open your shop and do everything that you kind of have ever dreamed of. It's the perfect trade-off, right? But the problem is we're contractually obligated to continue being with Hollow, right? Which is a funny justification for us to do, and it definitely works. I mean, it's simply he just doesn't want to have to abandon her in this moment, of course, especially somebody that you meet as a friend, somebody that you don't want to have to abandon, somebody that you also did make that promise to in that contract that he makes note of, getting her back home and just having to turn her away, especially after everything that you've gone through in the future that you guys almost have set up together, doesn't really make a lot of sense. Why would I do so? He doesn't want to, but she's terrified in this moment of what's going to come of him. I like how immediately she's just like, yeah, we're not doing that, and she stops him from attacking or doing anything, and unfortunately has to take charge here. I thought in this moment, I thought she was gonna like fucking kiss him before she did it, but instead she goes straight for the blood. So that's our condition. That's our way of transforming into this form, which is something I thought she was gonna do early on before she ended up doing the howling. So it's nice to see, we get some answers about that. I really like what they do with her eyes here too. Really, really pretty. And then the transformation begins, and she becomes the biggest, cutest dog. Look at her. I love it. I love it. It's so good. And it's not CG, which is great, because I feel like a lot of times when we have like big monsters and animals like this, they go straight CG. So it looks pretty good too in the process. Shots like this, she looks like mean, but like the one that we got before, she's like standing like this, like she don't look like that mean, So I guess it's just the angle. Chasing after them, fucking stomping all over them, just trampling everybody. She's not really killing anyone in the process too. She's like almost being cautious of what she's doing there. It seems like she's about to come at Yari though for what he's done, until we have to get told like, please don't fucking do that. Of course, she ends up getting her wheat bag back here, and then protects Lawrence, which we find out after he ends up waking up here of what ended up occurring with her. She protected him the whole way, right? She found some reinforcements. Everybody came down to kind of get him, and she just stood by him just in case, so nobody would actually go out of their way and harm him. But she thinks this is the end of her, right? She thinks this is our journey comes to an end. I must leave. I must remove myself at this point. But especially because now he sees me in this form, he's probably completely terrified and scared of me. I mean, we even talked about the trauma and the things that he's had before in relation to this, so it would make sense if that is the case. So she completely runs herself away here. I don't actually know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. Maybe she wasn't running away and she was like fully aware that he was going to come back for her. And that's why she like sends this thing as like a notice of like, okay, this is where you find me, and it won't draw as much attention and stuff. And I can't have you like go completely far away to do all this. But for me, like for whatever reason, I just think it's the other way. I think that she actually was trying to get away, and he had to come back and get her and reassure her that he wants her around. We go into detail about everything that occurred within this this trade that we were kind of doing, and what we were trying to do with getting the privilege rights and everything, and then being able to sell all that stuff off. So we reached an agreement with the king and everybody, which was great, and we got 2,400 silver coins from it. But then the problem ends up coming from we get taxed a whole bunch on a whole bunch of other random shit. So we end up making like no money, and Lawrence unfortunately only gets like 100 silver coins, which is not ideal. It's not really what you want in that process, but it also makes sense, and it's really smart from the king's perspective to overly tax these people in the situation to ensure extra wealth and things coming from him, and operating at less of a loss. It definitely is a lot safer for him in that angle, which still worked out for us though, because we had the privileges and everything that we know that the Medio company really wanted, so we're able to sell that stuff, and through the sale of that, they're able to kind of still go exactly what they want and ensure the fact that they won't go under as a company or anything, and they can continue operating and living out the plans and the things that they want to do, while at the same time we get paid for it, which is realistically what we want. So we end up getting a whole bunch of fucking silver, which is even better than we could have imagined, right? So it's a great deal. Everything comes around. While it's still not the luxurious, like have absolutely everything that we want in life thing, it's security, right? We're good. We're in a decent spot now. So Lawrence opts, let's just buy a bunch of fucking pepper here. So being the merchant that he is, being somebody who's very smart and well aware of the market and the fluctuations and stuff within it, figures that we can sell this pepper, when winter comes around, and it's going to be a very important thing then. So if I get all this now, I can turn a real big profit come that. Of course, makes sense. We get our name drop too between Spice and Wolf, which is great. He tells us the whole story that reminds him of it, which I think is great. We get our invoice from Hollow, which immediately tells us we know exactly where she went, and we run out to the loading area. We have a promise to fulfill. She's there with all of her apples too. I absolutely love. We have a promise to fulfill, and we will not let that go undone. But also, she's got an end of her deal to hold up, right? She hasn't made us nearly enough money. You helped us out on one deal. That's nothing. You got plenty more you got to do. So you got to stick around. No getting away from it here. I love that he openly extends his arm here, and they decide they will continue to work together until she's able to return home, which is very sweet. Great episode, very fun. Definitely enjoyed that, and we put a nice little bow on this and close up this arc, and we can move forward going into whatever adventures our favorite couple is going to have to get into going forward. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely did. If you liked it, I'll hit the like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Feel free to check out the other videos in the channel in the comments with this episode series. I'll be back for episode 7 next week. I hope you have a great one. Peace.